The hit movie, American Beauty, is about a man, Lester Burnham, and his family dealing with some rather severe psychological problems. Lester's a middle-aged man who's worked at the same job almost half of his life. He's in a sexless and loveless marriage to a woman who hates him, and his only daughter despises him and wishes he was dead. Lester knows his life is a joke and that his family views him as a dorky man with nothing going on for him in life. He even admits that the only joy he gets out of his day is masturbating in the morning. His whole life goes for a loop when he goes to see his daughter's cheerleading competition and he becomes obsessed with her best friend, Angela. He starts constantly fantasizing about her, and almost all these fantasies involve rose petals coming out of her or on top of her. When he overhears Angela say to his daughter Jane that Lester would look good if he starts working out, it's almost like a snowball going down a snowy mountain. It just keeps building and building, and Lester's life is completely changed after this.
Sorry I'm late.
No, that's quite all right, dear. Your father and I were just discussing his day at work. Why don't you tell our daughter about it, honey?
Janie, today I quit my job. And then I told my boss to go fuck himself, and then I blackmailed him for almost $60,000. Pass the asparagus.
Your father seems to think this kind of behavior is something to be proud of.
And your mother seems to prefer that I go through life like a fucking prisoner while she keeps my dick in a mason jar under the sink.
How dare you speak to me that way in front of her? And I marvel that you can be so contemptuous of me on the same day that you lose your job.
I didn't lose it. It's not like, whoops, where'd my job go? I quit. Someone pass the asparagus.
And I want to thank you for putting me under the added pressure of being the sole breadwinner now.
I already have a job.
No, don't give a second thought as to who's going to pay the mortgage. We'll just leave it all up to Carolyn. You mean you're going to take care of everything now, Carolyn? Yes, I don't mind. I really don't. You mean everything? You don't mind having the sole responsibility? Your husband feels he can just quit his job and you don't...
Will someone
Who's gonna pay
please
the facts
pass
now?
me the
Okay,
fucking
guys,
asparagus?
I'm not going to be a part of this.
Sit down!
After this point, he goes what's known as a midlife crisis. And a midlife crisis is someone who is at a point in their life where they really question who they are, or they're just unhappy where they are in life and they just want to restart. Some of the main things that happens in a midlife crisis are the desire to quit your job, unexplained bouts of depression, a change of old habits, wants for a new hobby, possibly a new car, and feeling trapped by all the responsibilities in life. Lester pretty much hits almost every one of the criteria for a midlife crisis. He goes to quit his job and first tries to blackmail his boss for an absurd amount of money, and when he does actually quit, he goes and gets another job at a fast food place, one of which he used to work at when he was in his 20s. Trades in his old, nice car for a brand new convertible, and at this point he really just stops listening to his wife and doesn't take any more orders from her. The more that Lester lets go, the freer he gets. The more freedom he has, the happier he gets. He has stopped caring what everyone else thinks of him, and he just wants to live his life the way he wants to live it. And he finally lets go of everything holding him back. If you want to watch a movie that is factual about someone going through a midlife crisis or having some kind of deep repression, then you've chosen the right movie to watch.